I know by the red flash. Continuing on, we're going to remove the sword from the saya. I just love this grip. It's so great. Brass, or at least it looks brass. Very, very pretty. Seems very, very well, living up to its name and fitting. Very, very snug saya. Fits, but only needs a tap at the thumb to pull it out. Being very, very careful. Can we get a... Are you going to get over it, or what?
No, go ahead.
Alright, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Just a bit of a sawing motion to get it started.
Dang.
Yes, sir.
That is a sharp sword.
Hazama Yakiba Forest Dragon. I like the story. Like, I was never really all that partial to a sword with a big story. But when it's kind of, you know, my size, you know, because, like, a regular katana for a guy my size is like an odachi. And this is based on other people's opinions. This right here just feels so perfect. I haven't swung it yet, and that's for part 3 of our review. Cody, if you would kindly set the camera down on the edge of the dresser over here so I can sit down and speak with everyone. Back to nominal zoom. Alright, thank you. And as you see, Cody and everyone else in IBYMA, I sit with my ska on the left side with the edge towards myself. Now, to my knowledge, that symbolizes that I mean no one any harm. I can't really do anything with my sword sitting this way. Well, I think it might be the other way, I'm not sure. I guess it depends on your training, really. But, regardless, looking closely at this, I see that it's a very, very practical katana. We've got sort of a squared, yet rounded butt here on the side. Kind of like that, but I would like it, you know, just a little more rounded, just my opinion. Do more damage if I were to ever have to resort to my saya. The fittings, seppa, habaki, are very, very, very pronounced, very, very ridged. This sword definitely looks handmade. Looks like aged brass or copper. What else? White sageo. I mentioned this before. Black ito, black sageo. Well, on one hand, I like the pretty, like I'm a very, very forest green kind of guy. But I can also see the black lacquer, I'm not sure what this is. It looks like it might be like lacquered wicker or a carving of some sort on the surface. See, that tight, like I didn't close it all the way. I'm very, very proud to own it. Going on. These fittings for grip orientation, to my knowledge, and I figured this out with my old Masashi Deep Sea Dragon, these fittings here belong in the palms. And although they're not meant to be seen by the enemy, you know they're there, and they feel good. They add a little, you know, ergonomics to the weapon. I cannot say enough about this Ito. It just looks so perfect. Oh, very, very pretty knots on the end. I'm very, very, I'm enamored at one now that I've gotten to take a nice close look at this. And the Kashira, a dragon. Looks like a pewter or aged brass. Let me have a look here. People are arguing about Michael Jackson in my house during my review. But that's all that really needs to be said. But for the outside, the aesthetics. And also I have to note that Haz really, you know, thought of my safety more than what I would want, really, when it came to, I would say, you know, a big pretty sword would give you a big head. And then something with nice black sageo doesn't look dirty when it really is dirty. And my buddy Cody's over here smiling, he agrees with me, I hope. And I can't speak for him. But removing it from the saya, we can see about an inch, maybe a little more than an inch sori, excuse me. Edge geometry is very nice. Once we come back up to the, once we look at the ha, we've got a sort of willow leaf, sort of edge. The back edge, I'm not sure of the term, sort of slopes back up into it, so if I ever have to smack anybody with a broad edge, it improves the chances of blunt force trauma. Hee. I like that. Not a lot of swords I've laid eyes on and had that. Or at least, maybe that's just something I thought of to, you know, be mean to an enemy. But, regardless, excuse me, Kasaki looks maybe an inch. Very, very pretty Kasaki. Very, very even. Looks, just very, very, like, it comes up into a sort of the end of a dragon's tail. If you look at the geometry just right, I don't think I can hold it steady enough with one hand this way. Yes, I am holding the edge towards myself. That's how much I love you guys. Very, very high quality weapon. Hamon, it's very, very, you know, it skips and it leaps and it bounds, but it's also very, very contained. Like, it skips and leaps and bounds in a small space. It's, you know, it's just like me. And, you really thought of me, didn't you, Haz? And that's really all I have to say. It's just an amazing weapon. And I'm not going to remove the scud because I will admit to everybody right now that I do not have the knowledge, nor the tools, nor the you know, patience, being fully honest, to remove the scud and let everybody have a Nakago, or have a look at the Nakago, excuse me. But we will in time, once I can either get a hold of Josh or do some more research, and I feel confident in my ability. But in the meantime, part 3, we're going to do some cuts. And part 4, I'm going to roll up those mats, which I'm going to take the opportunity right now. Thanks, Gord. Are we going to end? Oh. Well, thank you very much for your time, everyone. And Haz, you really outdone yourself, buddy. Thanks.